Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new locals feature match. Today I'm going to be uploading a lot if everything goes to plan. Getting 2 feature matches out that were from the previous week's locals, I think from the 15th, and then getting started here this week or today with round 1 of post Darkwing Blast format. So hope you guys are looking forward to all the videos. I was gonna try to post these over the next couple of days, but I figured we just get to the newer stuff faster this way, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. We do have a bit of a throwback here with this particular match. We have a Salamangreat of all things, piloted by my man Gene here on the right. Hadn't been to locals in quite a while, so it was good to see him back and playing, a deck that he's been, I think on for a decent amount of time. So it's always cool to see him come back playing a deck that he's pretty familiar with and enjoys playing against my friend John, who is also back for the first time at our locals for a couple months too, playing Spright. And we do see what looks to be maybe not the most perfect opening here for Salamangreat. I mean, definitely far from it. Double Bailings, Field Spell 2 set. We're going to see a Veiler on the Nimble Beaver, stopping him from bringing out another Nimble. Or we're going to see him special out Spright Red. And if we know anything about this deck at this point, is that 2 level 2s can get you very far. But we're also going to see a Forbidden Droplet here. And that is going to send off Kit. Now, the only reason I think he's dropleting here is so he can get Kit to the grave, which will dump Nerval, which will get him a Tri-Brigade name. But there is going to be a crucial Ash Blossom on the Kit. And we're also going to see a Roar on Resolution, getting rid of one of the Bailingses to go after the red. And that's going to put his opponent now on have another extender, or you're not going to be able to play this turn. And unfortunately, he just has Call By and another Droplet. And that will not get him to where he needs to be, which is very, very unfortunate. Our Salamangreat player in a decent position here. All Bailings out of the extra deck right now, but there is a Jack Jaguar in the grave, and that can be enough here to kind of get his engine rolling again. But of course, that Call By the grave is going to put a wrench in his plans. Would attempt to return one of the Bailingses to summon it back to the zone that Bailings points to try to get access to a Link 2, and then relink possibly, to get like the Rage back. But he will not be able to do that. Call By is pretty good, it turns out, especially in this interaction. So we're going to see our Salad player pass turn there back to our Tri-Brigade player. And it's really a top decking situation right here. We're going to see him link off the Beaver into an Almirage. Interesting play. The only reason I can think he did that is if Revolt was just drawn. That way he has 2 names in the grave to be able to bring back out to link. That can be my only reasoning behind that. We're going to see a Desires for our Salad player. And that is going to successfully resolve. Hopefully he's drawn into some form of engine here. Signet Mining plus a Spinny would go absolutely crazy right now. He does Signet and an Ash Blossom. It was a Fire Monster, so pretty close here. But Signet Mining is going to be pretty strong right now. It's going to go ahead and grab Gazelle. And we could possibly see him normal summon the Gazelle. Activate the effect to dump a Salamangreat card. We're going to go ahead and dump Spinny, and this is going to help make a rank 3 play. Call By is gone, so don't have to worry about losing the Spinny to that. This is definitely going to help to apply a little bit of pressure here. Mirage Stalio. Good to see that card back into the game. I know it's been a while, but, haven't had this deck on a feature match in a long time, so always great to see that, especially with Circle back to 3. So we're going to see the Mirage Stalio tailor out a Falco. And then we're going to see him link off both the Falco and the Bailings into a Sunlight Wolf. And then we're going to see him reset Rage. And has now got a little bit of engine rolling here. So we're going to see him attack over the Bailings with the Mirage Stalio. Or not the Mirage Stalio, sorry, the Sunlight Wolf. And then swinging for 2,000 with the Mirage Stalio. Rage has been reset. I want to double check the text on Rage. So I don't think Rage could have been reset there, because you have to link summon a monster using its own name as material. And I don't think he did that there, But he did end up relinking, well, making another Sunlight Wolf with the Mirage Stalio and the Sunlight Wolf. So he technically would have gotten it back regardless here. I'm assuming the Mirage Stalio was trying to go after the back row. And in this case, it is a Revolt. Normally not the greatest card to see in bad hands, but coming in kind of clutch here as a top deck to get things rolling yet again. It's going to allow him to trigger the kit, which will get Nerval to grave, which gets him a kit back to hand. Drawing DD Crow for turn, attempting Farragut effect to bring out a name. That's going to get hit with an Imperm, and there is the Rage that has had the opportunity to be properly reset, and is going to go ahead and clear both the Farragut and the kit. And then we're going to see kit activate again, Nerval, to add a Karass, pitching the DD Crow. That was a pretty good discard there, not necessarily for interruption, but for discard fodder, and the Roar is going to shut it down. So that was a pretty back and forth game there, not going to lie. Honestly, it was just like teetering back and forth between who was in the driver's seat there, and Salamangreat just able to clutch it up there after that Pot of Desires for Sign Up Mining, getting him back into the game. So we're going to see the Spright Tri-Brigade deck go first here in game 2, leading with Starter into the blue, into the Jet, etc., etc. Well, Jet into blue, then blue into red. And then we're going to go ahead and see him special summon the red here. Looks like he also has Impermanent Hand, Smashers as well, which I believe was searched off of the Jet. We're going to see him go for Gigantic, and then Gigantic effect. This will allow him to bridge the gap between the Tri-Brigade engine and the Spright engine. I also see a copy of Nerval in hand also. Now, from what I'm thinking, if the Spright deck can pull off its first turn end board here, I feel like the Salamangreat deck is going to have a rather hard time trying to get through it. And I do see a Nibiru in the hand for our Salamangreat player, so that is going to be completely turned off here since Gigantic has resolved. Also having red in rotation is pretty strong here too. We're going to see him link off the Nerval and the red into Farragut. Or not Farragut, sorry. The Elf. Nerval adding Fractal. Fractal effect to go ahead and send Karis, another level 2 name, to be put into the graveyard, to be brought back to make for some link plays. We're going to see him activate kit on board now, banishing Nerval and Fractal. That is going to go ahead and bring out Farragut here. We probably should see him set up the Pit Knight early play and get access to Revolt. So we're going to see him go ahead and link 2 with the kit and the Farragut for Bearbrum. And then we're going to see him activate Farragut, draw, put one back, and then kit is going to go ahead and send a copy of Fractal here. And then I imagine we'll see him now use the Karis, to go ahead and go for the double Dragon Lords. And there is a zone for it to go to there, thanks to Bearbrum pointing left there. And then he's going to link off the Bearbrum and the Karis into Pit Knight early, now resolving the graveyard effect of the Karis. Now locked out of summoning anything else, I believe, except for Tri-Brigades. And getting access to Revolt, we know Smashers in the backline as well, on top of Imperm. Yeah, locked into summoning Tri-Brigades for the rest of the turn, after resolving the effect to search the Revolt. And we're going to see Sal try to break the board, activating Sign Up Mining, discarding Foxy to go ahead and grab Gazelle. That's quite a bit of gas right off the rip here to try to get through the board, but we will see if it's going to be enough. Having to deal with a Revolt banish and all the follow-up that comes off that, going for Shurig, Imperm stopping a effect from going through. You also got to worry about the double Dragon Lords bounce, the Pit Knight early, negate and 0, and then the Smashers banish. Quite a bit to get through here. And also, like, the amount of follow-up that is going to be generated from this turn is just absolutely insane. So we will see the Gazelle get bounced and negated by the Pit Knight early, if I'm seeing that correctly. The double Dragon Lord sending off the Gigantic, and then chaining Pit Knight early in response. So it would have been Chainlink 1 Gazelle, Chainlink 2 double Dragon Lords, Chainlink 3 Pit Knight early. I'm assuming that's how that would have played out. Now activating the field spell, and then activating Spinny Well, not activating Spinny, activating Foxy, sorry. Discarding Spinny to bring itself back. Now has a little bit of momentum available here. Looks like we'll see him attempt to go to battle phase here, as Elf is going to be used to be able to bring out Jet, triggering Jet effect to go ahead and search a copy of Starter for follow-up. That'll get access to the whole engine again next turn. And then battle phase, we're going to see the Gazelle successfully try to swing over the Elf for 100 points of damage, and it looks like it will go through. And I believe Foxy is too small to get over anything else, because the DDL is at 16, I think Pit Knight's at 15, and Jet is at 13. Main phase 2, Spinny is going to go ahead and revive itself. Overlay now into a Mirage Stalio. And yeah, Smashers, I was going to say, like, any form of removal here, whether it be Smashers or the Revolt, I feel like is going to be enough to really slow things down at this point. So it looks like we're going to see him link the Baylynx into, well, link the Spinny into a Baylynx. And then relink into another Baylynx. Setting Imperm. Attempting to leave main. And now activating Revolt. Summoning 3 here. And the 4th being Shureg. And then we're going to see him get the Search. Oh, it was not Imperm, it was a Rage. Pretty unfortunate card to see in the opening hand here going second with how easily searchable it is, but it is what it is. Yep, Revolt getting access to Shureg there, clearing the back row, and I think it's just only a matter of time. Yeah, I was going to say next turn it's definitely going to be a game, so we are into a game 3 situation. Tied up 1 game apiece here. And it looks like I see Duster, Prosperity, Starter in the hand for our Tri-Brigade player. Draw phase, a copy of Salamangreat Circle. Gonna go ahead and add a copy of Gazelle. Also very nice to see Circle back off the list. We're gonna see him normal summon Flame Buffalo. Pretty strong start here for Salamangreat. Linking into the Baylynx. Looks like it's gonna be Chainlink 1 Buffalo, Chainlink 2 Baylynx to block the discard and draw 2. Accidentally discarding the field spell there. Discarding the Foxy, getting the 2 draws, new chain that's going to trigger Gazelle, since the Salamangreat card did hit the grave. And this is one of those interactions that I can always compare to in the deck that I'm currently playing, which is Rikus and Avalon, which I'm sure you guys are well aware. I upload a lot of that stuff to the channel currently. But yeah, the Primula effect, everybody always compares it to Gazelle. Then we're going to see him activate Foxy, coming in clutch here as a great extender. Discarding the Spinny, getting access to Mirage Stalio. Now, the only thing I really wish Salamangreat would get access to is, like, some other monster in the extra deck that would offer, like, their board just a little bit more protection. Because it kind of reminds me of, like, Marincess in the fact that it does a lot of really efficient link climbing and gathering resources from the deck through there are many different extenders and extra deck monsters, but ultimately doesn't do a whole lot on its own. Outside of just, I guess, establishing a rank 4 like we're going to see here. One of the coldest plays of the game. And if you guys want to check out the coldest water, do so at the affiliate link in the description. Anytime you guys buy something on their site, using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back into the channel. It helps out a ton. So we're going to see him pass just on Baguska, 2 sets, and a Mirage Stalio. And we're going to see John lead with the Prosperity here, banishing a full 6. Try to dig 6 cards deep to try to out the Baguska. This card's pretty strong. Finding Called by, Smasher, Starter, Prosperity, DD Crow, and Kit. Imperm would be really solid here, but I guess he'll take Smashers as well, as that can also deal with the Baguska. Not as directly as something like an Imperm would. There it is, Harpy's Feather Duster into 3. So we're going to see him chain the Circle, targeting the Mirage Stalio to make it so it is unaffected by monster effects, I believe, for the rest of the turn. And we're not going to see him banish Baylynx to protect, well, the Sanctuary, that is Salamangreat Sanctuary? I'm pretty sure that is a Salamangreat card. So he could have protected there with the Balinx Engraved, but it's probably just better to protect the Sunlight Wolf. So we're going to see him starter for blue. He'll take the 11, and then blue's going to go ahead and search him out. I believe it was a copy of Jet. You can also see Karass and Kit in hand. Or no, the blue was Imperm, rather. Or no, it was not Imperm. My apologies. Well, we couldn't even activate the blue because of the Baguzga. What is wrong with me? I'm completely forgetting. Baguzga is basically just a skill drain. So he's having to use the blue in combination with the Smashers there in the starter. Getting rid of that. Able to play here afterwards. Relying on that Tri-Brigade engine to try to get the job done here. Karass discarding a Kit to special summon itself. Kit sending Nerval. Nerval adding Kit. And then we're going to see him go ahead and banish 2. Go ahead and special summon probably Farragut here. And then we're going to see him normal summon a copy of Kit. Overlay the Farragut and the Karass into Gigantic. Gigantic effect. Looks like it will resolve here, going for blue. Activate blue here since he did not get to activate it when it's summoned off of the starter because of the Baguzga. And then blue is going to go ahead and search the Jet. Not Jet, rather. Going for red here in this case. Probably realizing that maybe Jet's not necessary to go for at the moment, since he's already used both starter and Smashers this turn. He does have an extra starter in hand too, so he doesn't necessarily need the Jet for in circulation for follow-up to be brought back off of the elf. Also, the Kit was normal summoned to the zone that the Sunlight Wolf points to. And I just want to double check the text on Sunlight Wolf. If it is normal or special summon. Yeah, monsters normal or special in the zone this card points to, you can add a fire monster. So he could have added back there unless he did add back and I missed it, which is very possible. Looks like we're seeing him go battle phase. Gigantic attempt to swing over the Sunlight Wolf. He'll get protected by Balinx. Of course, the Gigantic's attack is doubled because it was summoned using Farragut, but the Prosperity half damage kind of goes in. We're going to see him activate. Looked like he activated another Sanctuary there. We're going to see him start with a normal summon of Flame Buffalo. Another copy. Linking this off into Lingaribo. So now has access to a Trap Negate. So if by chance that back row was now something like a Revolt or an Imperm, it can be checked here pretty easily by the Lingaribo, which is kind of nice. But he could use Sunlight Wolf here. And he also could use the Buffalo. I mean, he could have chain blocked the Sunlight Wolf there, or chain blocked the Buffalo with the Sunlight Wolf, if I'm not missing something here. Either way, he's going to get the search off of Kit, but I don't know how much that is going to matter as he sends off another Foxy to summon Foxy, as we're going to see, and Gazelle on top of that. And I think this is just going to be an access code OTK with Update Jammer, and we're going to see Tri-Sprite in mid-defeat there as Salamangreat takes the match 2-1. Last but not least, a huge shout-out goes to our Divine level channel members who are Pony Stark, Cadillacs84, Justino, and HCH Cyber. Thank you guys so much as always for your extremely kind and very generous support of the channel.